Cutelilvoice. I am back again. This video will be on some interviewing tips and things you would know or things you should know in an interview before going on your interview. And these are things that have helped me. These are my tactics that have helped me get several jobs. I have had tons of jobs, really great jobs with my tactics that I use, and they have worked for me. So I just decided that I should share with you guys and see if it may work for you. So let's get started. The first thing that you want to do in an interview is always be 15 minutes early. That is going to be very, very tremendous on your part, because when you show up early, that shows that you're dedicated and that you want to be there and you want to work. So if they see that you're showing up 15 minutes early at the interview, chances are that you're going to show up early if you get the job. So always contact the front desk lady or whoever and make sure you tell them that you're there 15 minutes early, and let them know that you're there. And they will document that and they will pass it along to the manager, and the manager will 9 times out of 10 be very, very pleased. So that's one thing you want to do in every interview. The next thing you want to do is bring a resume and cover letter. A lot of people bring resumes, which is always suggested to bring, but and more likely you always have to bring a resume, but a lot of people do not bring cover letters. Cover letters are just thanking the employer for the chance to interview with them, and also letting them know that you are aware that they're looking for an employee and that you want to work for them, and thanking them and everything like that. So a cover letter will set you apart from the other employees that are applying for that position, because it gives it that extra oomph that you went above and beyond to do extra. So you always want to bring both of those, and always make sure that you have your resume in a nice neat folder, so that your resume is not have grease stains on it, and that it is very clean, it has no wrinkles. And you want to hand them the folder. Don't take it out the folder. You want to hand them the folder so that they know that you took time out to prepare and organize, and that will show them that you are organized as well. So that is a great thing you should do as well. The next thing you should do is greet your employer with a smile. When you come to the interview and the employer meets up with you and they are walking towards you, the first thing you want to do is smile. Okay? Smile. And then when you reach them face to face, you want to reach out your right hand and say, "Hi, how are you doing this morning? My name is Nicole," or whatever your name is, and shake their hand. This is a form of courtesy, a form of being polite, and that will set you aside as well for that position. Just remember that your employer is looking at everything that you are doing through this interview, from the time they meet you, from the time that you leave the interview. So be aware of that. The next thing you want to do is always be honest. Don't tell fibs just to get you by in the interview, because it will hurt you in the end. For example, on your application online, or whenever you filled out your application, you said, well, I graduated in 2005, but then on your resume you say I graduated in 2001. So when he's looking back and forth at the application online and then he sees your resume, something's not adding up. So it is always good to be honest on everything, as far as your application and as far as what you're saying in your interview. You will always want to be honest, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to check anyway. So you might as well just be completely honest and it might be something that you don't want to say, but they need to hear. Just say it. I mean, you might not get the job, but chances are you may get the job just for being honest. So always be honest. The next thing is be confident in your presentation. Your presentation is just when you're actually one-on-one interviewing with your employer. You want to be confident in your answers. For example, if your employer asks you, why do you think you would be the best candidate for this position? Your answer should be, I know that I would be a great candidate for this position because. This shouldn't be your start off answer. Well, I don't know. I think maybe you don't want to start off like that. You want to be confident. Well, I know I would be a great candidate for this position because I display these qualities. I am hardworking. I have a great work ethic. I am dedicated to my work, and what sets me aside from the next employee is that I'm always on time. That would be a great answer versus maybe, I don't know, they want somebody that is confident, somebody that they know will get the job done. So always be confident in your answers and your presentation. Never look down when you're talking. Always be sure of your answers. Always look directly at the employer and keep eye contact. Okay? So the next thing you want to do is research the company you are applying for. So say you're applying at the hospital and you don't know anything about the hospital, and they might ask you, well, what do you like about our business? What makes you want to work here? If you have already done your research, say if you've done a research and you found out that their hospital is #1 rated for the best food, or it has the best customer service. You can say, well, you know, I know that this company has great customer service and I want to be a part of that. I want to show that I can display great customer service. And that will impress the employer because they know that you did your research, and that will let them know that you're really interested in their company, and that will really please them. So make sure you do your research on any company. It could be Burger King, it could be McDonald's, it could be any job. Just, you can use these tactics in any job. It doesn't have to be one particular job. It can be any job. So the next thing you want to do is a few weeks later or a week later, I would say a week later, you would want to send them a thank you letter, thanking them for the chance to interview with them, or thanking them for giving you the job or not giving you the job. Even though you didn't get the job, you can thank them for letting them give you an opportunity to interview with them. And chances are, if you apply for that company again, that will make them want to interview with you again, just because you went the extra mile to send a thank you letter, and that will set you aside from any employee as well. Always send thank you letters whether you get the job or you don't get the job. It is a great gesture. So the next thing you want to do when you get the job, or if you get the job, and chances are, if you follow these instructions, and if you have experience in the job that you are applying for, you most likely you will get the job. So when you get the job, don't slack off. Always show professionalism. You want to be professional whenever you're stepping into that place of business, hospital, daycare, McDonald's, it doesn't matter. You want to be professional to customers. You want to be professional to staff, which means presenting yourself in a professional way, not cursing and not, fighting, and always just being a great person, being polite, and just being substantial and a great employee. So that will make you keep your job. So you want to get the job and you also want to keep it. So if you follow those tips and tricks, more than likely you will nail the job and you will keep your job. So ladies, cuties, I hope this was helpful to you guys. I'm sorry that it was kind of lengthy, but I just wanted you guys to know, and I did want to share with you guys. So if you think this was helpful, make sure you do thumbs up. If you use some of these tactics already, thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.